Welcome to this short presentation about the bio-and-water synergetics Accuion copper-silver disinfection technology. This video presents some of the serious microbiological issues we are facing in various areas today. It will explain the general concept of our copper-silver ionisation technology, how it works, and where it can be used. The video will mention additional features of the Accuion platform, such as remote system visibility and control. Potentially lethal waterborne pathogens are present in many sensitive environments, such as hospitals and medical facilities, cooling towers and warm water systems, fresh produce, meat processing and seafood industries. Waterborne pathogens such as Legionella, E. coli, Salmonella and Pseudomonas cause a lot of serious issues, severe health risks through the infection of patients in a hospital or nursing home. Spoilage of produce. Pathogens can cause fresh produce or meat products to spoil very rapidly. All this can lead to liability and a variety of legal consequences for an individual, an institution, or an organization. All of these factors will affect your bottom line. Introduction of an effective biocide, that is, a substance to control or eradicate the waterborne pathogens, will mitigate the risks associated with the presence of the pathogens. However, pathogens display resistance to most chemical biocides that can be considered stunning. This has been verified in numerous scientific studies. What are the issues? Current disinfection methods, including most chemical disinfection methods, only provide temporary disinfection. This means that the biocide is present only locally, meaning it is not present throughout the whole system. Disinfection using ultraviolet light is an example. It is only present at one particular point in the system. It eliminates pathogens in the water that passes that point, but it is not able to disinfect other parts of the system that have no exposure to the UV disinfection. Problem number 2 is that the biocides themselves, or their biocidal effect, volatilizes. This means that the chemicals used for disinfection break down over time or are consumed in the process of eliminating the pathogens. Coming back to the example of UV disinfection and also chemical disinfection just described, both methods do not eliminate the habitat of the pathogens in the system, often referred to as biofilm. The conventional disinfection methods only control organisms that are free-floating in the water. However, existing biofilm will release more pathogens eventually, due to the only temporary and local nature of current disinfection methods. Apart from the microbiological risk, biofilm also causes pipes to block and also corrode, as can be seen here. In essence, with the use of current disinfection methods, the question is not if a major infection will occur, but when it will occur and how much it will cost you. So why spend money on a disinfection method that doesn't do the job properly and hence exposes you or your organization to possible litigation? And on top of everything else, introduces other critical issues. In the case of using chemical disinfection methods, please take a moment to consider the risks of staff handling dangerous chemicals and also corrosion as a result from the use of the chemicals. Can you justify that? The solution to this problem is to use residual disinfection. This means that we have to use a biocide that remains active over a long period of time and does not volatilize or break down. In essence, only residual disinfection systems will give reliable protection from pathogens. Copper-silver disinfection will turn the water itself into a residual biocide. How does this work? All microorganisms have an exterior envelope called the cell wall or cell membrane, which is essential to the integrity and function of a microorganism. The cell membrane is electrically charged. Through the process of electrolysis, which will be explained in a minute, copper and silver is turned into charged ions and added to the water stream. These copper and silver ions are electrically attracted to the cell membrane of the microorganism. In the case of most relevant bacteria, including Legionella, the copper and silver ions have a synergistic effect to disrupt the cell's membrane and metabolism to the point where the cell dies. Once the microorganism dies, it loses its charge. This releases the copper and silver ions again. As they are still attracted to other charged microorganisms, they will continue to work safely and effectively as a biocide, making copper-silver ionization a residual method of disinfection. Let's look at an example of the Accuion system in practice, which demonstrates the general principle. Here we have a large building where a mains water supply feeds water to a number of outlets on different levels of the building. A copper-silver cell is introduced into the water stream, containing solid electrodes made of copper and silver. We now need an electrical current to produce and release copper and silver ions into the water stream through the process of electrolysis. Because the water flow in the building is fluctuating all the time, it is necessary to introduce a flow meter into the pipework to accurately measure the flow of water at any time. The flow meter reports the flow rate back to the Accuion controller. Based on the flow rate, the controller adjusts the current through the copper-silver cell, which ensures a constant rate of ions at any given water flow. This is what we call proportional dosing. Ions are now produced and released into the water stream, disinfecting the water system. Note that copper-silver ionization will also dissolve and remove existing biofilm in the pipework, which no other form of disinfection can do. As an option, the Accuion system can be equipped with an MLC module. The MLC module provides a remote logging and monitoring feature, visualizing system real-time parameters and also allowing the recording of system parameters such as flow rates, temperatures, water conductivity, pH values and more in a database. System alarms can also be sent to maintenance staff using email or SMS services. Let us look at some of the applications for the bio-and-water synergetics Accuion technology. Accuion is deployed in environments including hospitals and nursing homes, dental practices, pharmaceutical manufacturing, aerospace washdown facilities, meat processing, fresh produce, and seafood packaging. Hospitals and nursing homes are microbiologically very sensitive due to the presence of immunocompromised and elderly patients. Copper-silver technology is used as a preventative as well as an acute form of treatment. For example, the Accuion technology has been proven to eradicate Legionella even in a heavily colonized tepid water loop where previously all other forms of disinfection had completely failed. Dental chairs are notorious for breeding harmful pathogens. Heavy colonization can occur even in brand new dental chairs. Pathogens are present in the water and they can enter through the mouth, respiratory tract and lungs of patients, staff and dentists alike. Bio-and-water synergetics have successfully deployed Accuion technology in a variety of dental practices. The Accuion technology controls opportunistic pathogens in process water, where chemical treatment cannot be used due to the contamination of the end product. Accuion technology is specifically designed for eradicating and keeping cooling towers free of all microorganisms, including Legionella. Accuion technology has successfully prevented microbiological growth in water recycle systems used for the washing of military fighter planes. Traditional chemical disinfection cannot be used here, as it causes corrosion to the aircraft. Scientific testing has demonstrated that using water that has been through an Accuion unit will more than halve the bacterial content in processed meat. The use of copper-silver technology will extend shelf life of fresh produce by eliminating fungus and other microbiological growth. It also improves the presentation of the produce by not damaging it, as oxidizing chemicals such as chlorine do. Using copper-silver treated water for filleting, cleaning and rinsing helps to maintain a fresh appearance of seafood and also reduces odors associated with seafood preparation. Here is a list of the main Accuion features. For further information, please visit our website or call us on 1-800-246-606.